4:09. It is my pleasure to welcome back. She talked to me on the morning show the other day. This is Abby from Advocate Technology Group. Good afternoon. See, I almost said good morning.
Good afternoon, George. How are you?
I am wonderful. So we were talking off the air, and I wanted to talk a little bit about this. This is something I don't want to tell this person's name. It was a Facebook post from someone I know. It said, being alert and cautious can only get you so far when your car brakes fail and your tires are long past due for a change. And this person did not sustain any injuries, but her car got totally cracked up. The front end is I don't know if you could see the picture.
Oh man!
As you see, and what that goes to is we don't always think that maintenance is that important in our grand scheme of budgeting and things like that. We try to go as far as we can. Oh, if I could just get another couple miles of that. And I know businesses who do the same thing. Mm-hmm. And it's not just whether they're hardware, their software, but also their security, right?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, yes.
So I want to talk a little bit about what kind of services you offer. You were talking about, and there are certain things you want to think about when you're going to hire an IT professional, correct?
Yeah, exactly. There really are. And, you make a really great point when you say that maintenance is very important, because a lot of times things can be completely prevented in hindsight. As long as you do a little bit of maintenance prior, then you can avoid so much heartache and, downtime in your business and et cetera, et cetera. But yeah, I would love to talk to you a little bit about 5 things to look for when hiring an IT consulting firm. Now, whether you hire us or not, that's besides the point. Just when you're looking at a consulting firm, you should hire us. But but whatever consulting firm you're looking at, these are things that you just want to be cognitive of. Number one, the most important thing in our opinion is, are they listening? Do they listen to you? They should be consultants rather than salespeople, just holding themselves out as consultants. You don't want, to tell someone exactly what you need and then they give you something that doesn't meet your needs at all. A true consulting firm will listen to you. They want to know where you are now, where you've come from, where you're going as far as your business, what your growth strategy is, how you currently use technology, what you'd like to use technology for in the future. And then give you advice, with several different options for each solution. Whether it's an email system or mobile technologies, to a desktop, a laptop, or even a printer. We want to hear for the key question, what are you going to use it for? Very important. They need to know, otherwise they can't advise you. So a true consulting firm will listen to you and provide solutions with multiple options. That's number one. Number 2, the ability to plan ahead. Very important. Once a project has been decided on, a true consulting firm will perform proper project planning, like a checklist, set true expectations with you, plan for any downtime, which they need to minimize in order to avoid business disruption, and then bring it to you and say, hey, this is what I'm thinking. Make sure that you approve it, make sure you understand it, and, revise according to what you need, not what they think they need in order to get the job done. A true consulting firm will work with the client regarding project planning and implementation. Number 3, which is very important, is the collection and delivery of information and flexible support options. So IT stands for information technology. So, a consulting firm needs to be able to gather your information and document it accurately and correctly, and then provide you with a way of accessing it. We have had so many horror stories. We get there, everything's broken, and they don't know their passwords, they don't know their IP addresses, they don't know their logins, their configuration information, because their previous consulting firm had held all of that information hostage from them in order to try to maintain quote-unquote loyalty. And what they actually did was create just a terrible scenario for the client, So it's our opinion that you should always have access to all of your information because you paid for it. It's yours. No one can hold that information from you. As far as support options, some IT companies may offer what's called a managed services program, and that's a prepaid support system where a company monitors your systems remotely to see what's going on. And that's the maintenance that we were talking about earlier. So, if you're running low on disk space, they can go ahead and fix that for you. If they notice a virus come in on your system, they can go ahead and clean that up for you. You don't even know. You have no idea. Just pay one monthly fee, but that might not be for you. You just may want to have your IT support on an on-call basis, or vice versa. Maybe you just want on-call, maybe you want a fixed rate per month and you want that thing where you don't have the hassle, etc. But the company that you're looking at doesn't even offer that. So you should be able to decide how much or how little IT support you want.
Right.
Another thing that, number 4 of what to look for is that a true advocacy company will always be looking for ways to improve your business. For the latest technologies, for other types of things. By this time, they know who you are. They know what you're trying to do. They know where you're going. And if they come across, let's say, an internet service provider that offers the same bandwidth, aka speed of internet, for half the price, you want to have someone on your side who's going to give you a call and say, hey, guess what I found? Congratulations, it's a good day for you because I'm going to save you some money today. Not someone who's going to just let you be, because when you hire someone to advise you on your technology, it's someone, you're assuming that they're going to be looking out for your best interests. And the last thing, number 5, that we think is really important is how active are they in the community? We think that a true measure of a company's worth is how much do they care about their community? Are they involved? Are they a force for good? We even think that not only picking your IT company, but this should be a measure by which you pick all of the companies that you work with. So that about wraps up the 5 points that you should look for. I hope that I've given everybody a way to be more discerning when hiring an IT consulting company.
Well, I think you've done a well-rounded job of putting it all together. There's not much more I could even squeeze in there. That was perfect, because that's the thing that people want to know. And a lot of people don't realize, they just think it's computers or it's somebody else's thing. And especially with the maintenance, I think it's important, because everybody waits until something crashes. And I just remembered I didn't back up the financial systems of QuickBooks last night. Oh my gosh, what am I going to do? So that's why it's so important. Abby from Advocate Tech Group, and that's advocatetechgroup.com, and you have your 661 number, correct?
Yes, 661-360-9718.
And you also do in-home service as well, right?
Yeah, we do. We have a residential program, so we offer the exact same services we offer to businesses, just at a greatly reduced rate.
All right, Abby from Advocate Tech Group, thank you so much for coming out.
Thanks for having me.
All right, the time is 4:16. We'll be back in traffic after this.